Hello everyone! Welcome back to another 2v2 battle. This is going to be 2 Empire versus 2 Warriors of Chaos. For this one, I'm bringing a suggested build, I believe it's called the Ostland army. And what that is it focuses on very low tier units with minimal gunpowder and no heavy cav. But the thing is, they're going to be upgraded. So we have a lot of spearmen that have been upgraded. We have a lot of swordsmen that have been upgraded. We have 2 crossbows. We have 1 gunner unit since we can only have minimal gunpowder. We have a witch hunter and general of the empire, a imperial captain, an amber wizard, but not with the manticore spell because and that's going to be our build. Very low tier units with a lot of upgrades instead, which is going to be difficult because none of these low tier units really have armor piercing, and we're going up against 2 chaos armies. But you know, we'll get to that. We also have 2 Empire Knights over here from my ally, a Demigryph Knight with halberds. We have an Outrider over here. We also have a Karl Franz mounted on the Pegasus. We have 2 mortar teams, a crossbow, 2 great swords, and 2 spearmen for my ally. Over here we have Kolek Suneater just charging across the battlefield, a front line of Chaos Marauders with great weapons. We have 2 Forsaken. We have multiple chosen with, one chosen with halberds, and then a couple Chaos Warriors with halberds in the back. We also have a Gore-Beast Chariot. For the other player, we have Archeon, but not mounted. We also have Chaos Marauders, Chaos Warriors, more Warriors. We have a Chaos Warrior with Halberd, a Hell Cannon, Chaos Knights, the Dragon Ogres, I forgot their name for a moment, and 2 Chaos Spawn. So here we go. I am currently moving my army into position to support my ally, and they sent in their group of knights to charge these Marauders with great weapons. We also have Chosen coming in with halberds, which are going to get into these knights, which is not what they want. We see the Hell Cannon causing some devastation over there. And these knights are giving a move order or a charge order, I'm not sure which, but they are just going to get massacred by these Chosen that they can't get by. So that's really unfortunate for my ally. But the charge order looks like it was against more Chaos Warriors with halberds, so it's kind of a bad charge to begin with. Here comes some more Chaos Warriors with halberds. They're going to be charging into these Demigryph Knights. Over here on the flank, we have some spears and a group of swordsmen holding off 2 groups of Forsaken. This is not a battle that the swordsmen and and spearmen are really good against. The Forsaken are going to be able to chew right through their low armor, and they're going to be able to rout them. Kolek is over here with a group of halberdiers crushing Karl Franz currently on the Pegasus. You can see Karl is starting to lose some hit points there. We also have a Gore-Beast Chariot and more halberdiers coming in. The Demigryph Knights of my ally are currently being killed by a bunch of halberdiers, Chaos Warriors. The Empire Knights are still getting murdered by Chaos Warriors and Chosen with halberdiers over here on this flank. They just never left that area. And yeah, these Demigryph Knights should probably get pulled out in a fight against Chaos Warriors with halberds. But they're going to stay there. Getting a lot of nice shots with the mortar teams, but the mortars are light armor focused units. They don't really do as well against a bunch of heavy armored soldiers like Chaos Warriors. And you can see these Demigryph Knights are they're all getting massacred by Chaos Warriors with halberds. This flank over here is falling to those Forsaken. Again, because spearmen and swordsmen are not geared to fight Forsaken. Demigryph Knights are, though. They would do pretty good, but they have been murdered by Kolek and Chaos Warriors with halberdiers. We have one group of Demigryph Knights still up, but they are currently still fighting more Chaos Warriors with halberdiers. The Imperial Knights at this point have been all killed by the Chosen with halberdiers. I am having some forces nearby to try and hold them off, but we'll get to that later. We still do have some Outriders. We have some Empire Knights lived through those Chosen. Here they are. They're currently trying to get to the front lines, where the Demigryph Knights are currently losing in combat against these Chaos Warriors with halberds. At this point, the 2 great swords that my ally had have been routed by Kolek and the Chaos Warriors. These Outriders are currently withdrawing due to broken leadership because Karl Franz is, I believe, dead at this point. Let's just take a look at the battlefield here. He died to Kolek and the Chaos Warriors. You have some Demigryph Knights with halberds over there, Forsaken over there, Chaos Marauders over there. So yeah, Karl Franz was sent to one-on-one against Kolek and the Chaos Warriors on a Pegasus of all things. So like, He died. He died. Garfrons are strong, but so is Kolek. And Chaos Warriors with halberds. This is my group of swordsmen over here trying to assist where they can. But you can see my ally's army has crumbled, and at this point, it was actually a little bit before this, my ally left the game. I think they left when Karl Franz died. I guess they just decided it wasn't worth fighting anymore. So they are leaving me to now fight the two Chaos armies. We still have AI-controlled mortar teams, which, let's see how good they're doing. 17 kills, 31. That's a general. Mortar team, 7 kills. So yeah, let's restart this, and we will watch it from my perspective, and we'll see how the rest of the battle goes. There goes my allies Imperial Knights into the Marauders. We're going to be sending some spearmen and swords over here as well. We have a Witch Hunter nearby. Hell Cannon causing us some grief. I'm putting our Knights over here in preparation of charging them around the left side to try and silence the Hell Cannon is what the goal is. We're putting some spearmen here to accept the charge from any units that come from in front. The Witch Hunter is supporting them, as well as the Imperial Captain. Here comes my general leading a contingent of troops down here against the Marauders and the Chosen. My general does have 2 healing potions because they don't have any unique items. Over here, the Chaos Knights are going to be charging in. I did not get a hold action in time, but we are casting Wisian's Wild Form from our Amber Wizard, which is going to be affecting all of these units over here, which is going to increase their weapon damage and armor. I'm also going to be dropping Pan's Impenetrable Pelt, which will give them some damage resistance. I'm trying to hold the line and do as much damage as possible. Meanwhile, back here up on the hill, we have our riflemen just kind of well positioned to fire at anything that gets to our front lines. Our crossbows are back here as well. They're currently firing on the Chaos Warriors with halberds, trying to focus them down. Over here, we get a charge off against their Chaos Spawn, and I'm going to try and pull out here in just a moment, since the Chaos Warriors and the Dragon Ogres are coming over. And then we're going to go around and try to hit the Hell Cannon. Meanwhile, over here, our troops are not taking much damage since they have been buffed, and now they have Stand Your Ground, fighting against these Chaos Marauders, and fighting against these Chosen, which are heavily armored. But they are doing what they can, as our crossbows try to snipe who they can. Riflemen in a very good position still, getting some firing on the Chaos Warriors, or Marauders. Here come the Dragon Ogres. We're going to be shifting our ranged fire to focus them down and the Chaos Spawn that are coming in. Right here, I'm doing Hold the Line from our Imperial Captain. So we ignore any kind of charge bonus because I was worried I wasn't going to get a halt order in time. And then there goes the Pan's Impenetrable Pelt to keep them alive for a little bit longer with damage resistance. Nice charge from the Chaos Warriors. But now we're getting crossbow fire and rifle fire, as well as spears into all of these large creatures over here. So you can see they are kind of melting a little bit. I'm getting 2 swordsman groups to flank around the side to try and bring down this Chaos Warrior. Now over here, I'm not going to show it too long, but I make a mistake. I was so afraid of getting our knights killed by these halberds that I'm going to charge this cannon, get some damage done, but then I'm going to run out, and I'm going to run these knights out as well because some more reinforcements are going to be coming. What I should have done is just sacrifice this knight group to hold them in place while this knight group destroyed the Hell Cannon, but I'm not going to do that. So this is a big mistake on my part, not sacrificing one knight to make sure that the Hell Cannon is going to die. So we're going to end up running away before it's dead, so it's going to be able to get more shots off for the rest of the battle. Meanwhile, over here, we are doing really good damage against the Chaos Spawn and Dragon Ogres. Unfortunately, I did not notice that my Witch Hunter was getting murdered by a Chaos Lord over here. Oh, I thought that was Archeon. I guess just Chaos Lord. I'm trying to run him away currently. You see we are pushing away the Dragon Ogres. And my Witch Hunter just crumbles to this Chaos Warrior, or Chaos Lord. Over here, the Spears and Swordsmen are still doing what they can against all these Spawn and Chaos Marauders. And then these Chosen just refuse to die. We just don't have any armor-piercing damage over here to really bring them down. But I'm trying to do some recharges with our General and continue to hold them as much as I can. And you can see our Knights are running away from these enemy Knights and Halberdiers. It's about this time where my ally left, and now I have to deal with Kolek Suneater in my lines. So we're going to be pushing back, or pulling back our crossbows, trying to get some spears into Kolek. And I'm going to try and focus fire him down. He has not taken like any damage from my ally at this point, which is Not good. He has very low armor, so if you just focus fire him down, he will drop, which is what I'm going to do right here. But the problem is, now this is taking away all of my real damage away from the front line. Like, my front line is just there to hold while the gunners and archers do their thing. And plus, my knights are way out of position currently because of my failed assault against the Hell Cannon. And these Chaos Warriors are starting to really cause havoc against my units. I've run out of Winds of Magic for the most part, so I can't really buff them anymore to hold the lines. Still trying to bring down these Chosen, but swordsmen and spears are not really going to be able to do the job. So yeah, we're trying to do as much damage as we can. In a short amount of time, you can see we have taken him down to half health. He was basically at full when he came at us. So yeah, I got to worry about these Forsaken coming out, and now I got to split up my forces to try and cover basically everywhere. And you can see we start to crumble a little bit over here. Without the suppressive fire of our ranged weapons, I can't finish off these Dragon Ogres, which is really unfortunate for me. My Imperial Captain is still leading over here against the Chaos Lord. There he is. Doing what he can, while the General holds this flank as long as he can. But you can see the troops around him are starting to crumble. We finally get our Knights in to charge the rear of the Chaos Warriors and Knights. But it's going to be a little too late. I can't protect everywhere. We have too many Chaos all over the place. And I can't seem to finish off Kolek Suneater. You can see we have a lot of routed troops. Some of them will come back. We want to be bringing our riflemen back into position. Hell Cannon's still getting some shots off because I couldn't take it out. And now this Imperial Captain is just on his own against so many Chaos Warriors. General and the rest of the Knights doing what they can. Chaos Chosen with halberds still alive. So yeah, you can see it's it is basically over. I'm just trying to do what I can to rout them at this point, so I'm still focusing on Kolek. If I can bring him down, maybe we can shock them into routing, but no, not this time. So the Ostland build is not going to get the victory in this particular match. Going up against two Chaos Warriors with a low-tier, minimal gunpowder army for Empire is going to be tough. It's an uphill battle depending on how many high-armored units they're going to bring, and they're probably going to bring a lot because it's Chaos. Not many people really bring Marauder armies, except for me because I'm dumb. So I knew it was going to be an uphill battle, and it was. And it really was, and they crushed us. It says close defeat. I think it was more like a crushing. But we'll see how the deaths here. Good game to my ally and my... Well, you know what? No. You left the game. You gave up. Good game to my opponents, though. You crushed us pretty hard. Let's see. 58 kills on my general. That's mostly against, I guess, some Marauders as well as Chosen. That's not too bad. Empire Captain did what they could. Witch Hunter got killed by the Chaos Lord because I was too busy micromanaging other things. The Veteran Spears and Swords... I don't... Like, these amount of kills... I would expect also from just very basic swords and spears. But at the same time, we're going up against very high armored units for the most part, so I don't know. I don't know. I don't think veterancy really works out unless you're supported by some of the Empire's better tools. Like, I wasn't sure if I could bring cannons, so I didn't, because the build was minimal gunpowder and they said low tier units, so I was like, well, maybe I'm not allowed to bring cannons. So I didn't. If I was to try this again, I think I would at least bring at least one type of cannon, because you can see this build suffers from armor piercing. You could supplement that by putting this unit on a Griffin or getting Karl Franz to try and help you that way. The Witch Hunter's range damage does do armor piercing, and of course the handgunners, but I only chose to bring one because he said minimal, and I think that's what that means. One gunpowder unit. But overall, it's still a decent amount of kills. My ally over here, Karl Franz got 10. Spearman got some kills. Greysword's got 103 against mostly Marauders. The Demigryph Knights got shut down because they were fighting halberds. Kind of same thing with the Imperial Knights, but they still got a decent amount of kills against Marauders. The Mortar teams did okay. Outriders got 4 entire kills, which is pretty low. For my ally here, or for my enemy, Kolek Sunheater, 162. You got to focus him down. You have to focus him down. The crossbow and Outriders should have been firing at him nonstop. Chosen with halberds, 169 kills, because my god, they're so strong, and just a high amount of kills all across the board except for the Chaos Marauders. Corby's getting 65. For the other enemy here, Chaos Warriors got a high amount of kills. The Knights got some kills. Spawn got a good amount of kills. And 200 kills from the Hell Cannon that I failed to shut down. Oh, man, that Hell Cannon. The Hell Cannon and this group of Chosen just... And Kolek. So good. Kolek is so good. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the battle, everybody. I will see you all next time. Please leave your suggestions below on what builds you would like to see. And don't leave games until they're done. Just fight them out, man. So it's a loss. It's no big deal. Just keep going. Support your teammates to the bitter end. I will see you all next time, everybody. Have a good day.